Lundi 22h, heure de l'Est, sur... Welcome to Biz Talk, the promotion corner, le carrefour commercial, sur Radio Kilimanjaro, samedi 11h, lundi 22h, heure de l'Est, sur Radio Kilimanjaro. Sur Carrefour commercial, nous assurons la promotion de vos produits et services.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a great pleasure having you connected once more to this show. Welcome to Biz Talk, the promotion corner. This is the show where we actually promote our own when it comes to entrepreneurship, when it comes to some great some great things there in our community. We're very happy to have you again this Saturday. And you know that this show is actually, conceived and produced in order to make sure that our very own initiatives are right there, out there for you. My name is Romeo, and I'm very happy to have you again to host someone who is actually very special. She's someone who is really, really active in our community. She's been doing some great work out there. You might have seen her on different stages, dancing, showing great moves. I've had the occasion to host her shows. I mean, her dance group on stage many times, and then if you can remember, you also had her on Kilimanjaro Music Awards stage in 2019. So we're very happy to welcome Shakkoi today on Kilimanjaro. Hello, Shakkoi, welcome.
Hi, I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Great. So how are you doing? How is everything going on your side?
I'm good. I'm really just adjusting to the changes, getting used to this virtual life.
Yeah.
Still pushing and realizing that as long as we're breathing, we have purpose.
Yeah.
So keep
Absolutely.
trying.
So we're trying to, we're just trying to keep it up here. Like it's been really exhausting, being in this pandemic. It's been over a year
Yeah.
now, but I can see that you keep walking. I mean, you have never stopped really. And by the way, you're not coming here as someone who shows dance moves today. You're coming here with something really for the mind, for the thought, and so on. That is, you are an author, so you're also writing. So for those who are watching right now and who would like to know who are you actually?
So my name is Shakkoi. I also go by Need Some Koi because everybody needs some koi in their life, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And the reason I have that name is because I do a lot of different things. So
Yeah,
my one of my newest ventures is I'm an author.
yeah.
I'm actually an author of 2 books now.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the pandemic, I released my second one,
Yeah.
and I really just love to inspire people to tap into their self-expression and to just own who they are.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Very good. So, and then, we'll go deep into those different books that you have written, and then we will have the opportunity to read them. By the way, so but many people will be surprised that actually, wow, you were able to write this, and then you were able to put out something out there book-wise. But what made you want to write a book? Like, a question will come out right away. For those who actually just see you on stage, moving, dancing, and so on, many will be surprised that you're doing that, that
Yes.
you're writing. So what made you write a book?
So I felt like I was writing secretly. I wasn't really sharing it.
Yeah.
But what made me actually want to write my book is when I went through a tragic incident and I really realized that life is short. We need to do all we can right now to express ourselves in a
Yeah.
way that can be here after we are gone.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
That's
I was like,
absolutely. Yeah. Go ahead.
so I was like, I really want to share my poetry, but it seems kind of angry.
Mm-hmm.
How can I do this
Yeah.
without being judged for expressing my anger?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I understand. All right. So, but what have you been able to do because of the books then? I mean, what has changed actually ever since you started writing?
Yes, so ever since I started writing and actually putting my works out there, My book is in different libraries. It's actually also in the University of Toronto Scarborough Campus Library.
Yeah.
I've sold almost 400 books combined,
Wow.
and this is just by myself online, pushing, really hustling.
Yeah.
So, as well, I've also been able to help others create their books and get their books out there. So I'm really happy that writing has showed me that it's worth it to put your story out there.
Absolutely. And talking about those stories then, so what is the message behind all those? What are you really writing in those books? What should we discover in your two books that you've already published so far?
Yes, I think that especially for the first one,
Yeah.
titled "The Poetic Transitions from a Hothead to a Conscious Queen," this
Mhm.
is about embracing your anger and looking deeper.
Yeah.
Because people think about anger, and it's obvious, and it's automatically just like they get a negative emotion. But there's so much behind anger. There's sadness. There's a space for understanding.
Mhm. Mhm.
So with this book here, it's about. So sorry, the title is The Conscious Queen Volume One, featuring the After Dark edition,
Yeah.
and it's about embracing the various sides of yourself. That's why I have three faces
Mhm.
here, because I'm like, I am a strong black woman, but I'm also a tired black woman at times.
Mhm.
So where can I be that and express that without feeling sad that I'm not being this stereotype? So just allowing people to just be fluid, and just expressing themselves in ways that are not necessarily typical, but it's how they feel. So
Okay.
they're true to that.
All right. The Conscious Queen. And I mean the title is kind of really relevant. It's really cool. What made you choose this title? Is it in relationship to someone, to I mean to yourself, or what? Why? How did you come out with this title?
Yes. Each of the titles honestly are in relation to myself.
Yeah.
Just saying that the whole thing is it's not even being conscious about the world. It's
Mhm.
about being conscious about your emotions, being conscious about your anger, being conscious about your anxiety or your sadness. Because when you're conscious and you embrace your dark energy, you're able
Yeah.
to just tread more lightly in everyday situations. And that's
Exactly.
why I can still push past in the pandemic and be like, yo, it's
Yep.
hard right now, but I've seen hard. I know what to do.
Exactly. That's good. And then, at the end of the day, I mean, it's something we're kind of finding that you're also relating to yourself, to your experiences, and so on. And we need probably to go deep into those books to understand and what would
Yeah.
be the takeaway for someone who is reading this, especially those two books. I mean, what would people take away from reading those two books?
I think the biggest takeaway I would want someone to get would be that you have a story,
Yeah.
your story is important, and when you decide that it's important enough to share,
Mm.
that's when it will be.
Yeah.
So it wasn't until I decided that my words were worth sharing
Yeah.
that they actually were getting bought, etc., etc. So don't give up on the fact that you have a story and it is important. Get it out there.
Exactly, and that you can put it out there for others to learn from your stories, and then from your experiences, and so on. Let us remind our listeners what are the titles of those two books. Maybe you can show us again. We can have a zoom camera or plan a zoom on it. So, what's the first one
Yeah.
again? Let us make sure that we have it. It's Hot Head Queen.
Yes. The
Wow.
poetic transitions from a hothead to a conscious queen.
Yeah, nice. A hothead to a conscious queen. No, I mean, there's
Yes.
definitely something we gotta learn, and we need to understand how you went from a hothead to a conscious queen, and probably
Exactly.
a lot to be learned. But we're not going to say, or maybe to tell everybody here right now how that happened overnight. It didn't happen overnight anyway.
Oh.
So they have to go and read the book and then discover it. The title says it all, but I'm very sure that there's a lot to discover in that book. What is the second one again? It's The
Yeah.
Conscious Queen now. That's volume two,
Yes.
right? Is
So
it
this
volume
one
two
is
or? Yes, go ahead.
this is it's technically volume two, but it says volume one. That
Okay.
just means that more volumes are coming.
Yeah,
But yeah, so this one is The Conscious Queen,
yeah.
Volume One, featuring the After Dark edition.
Okay, nice. So now
Yeah.
the queen is conscious, quite conscious right now, definitely, and we
Yeah.
gotta discover how things got changed with the queen and how things moved. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's when I haven't really definitely read, especially the second book, but what is sure is that you are going to discover how someone can actually get, some great changes in her life, showing some great lessons to be learned right here. So how do people actually get those books? How do they buy them? If I want to have it today, how do I go by to get it?
So all you need to do is go to Need Some Koi on Instagram,
Yeah,
and there's the link in my bio. You
yeah.
just two clicks. You click that, and then on my link tree, it shows you the link. You
Hmm.
click that, it says buy my book.
Yeah.
That's it. That's where you buy it.
Wow. We'll
Yeah.
say that again. So please explain again. How do we get your books? Let's go again.
You can get my book by going on Need Some Koi on
Okay.
Instagram,
Yeah.
clicking that link in bio.
Hmm.
So easy.
Nice. That's simple. And then you get it. And then, ladies and gentlemen, need some koi. And then just click on the bio and get your book out there. Before we get to the maybe the two last questions here, I just wanted to ask you: do you think that people who are actually who are going to read this will definitely have some inspiration, especially for someone like you? People will be surprised that you're able to do that so many. So what do you want people actually, what would you say to inspire a young writer out there today? Because many people would think that it's not just easy to write, or maybe it's like you just do what you usually do. You are a queen on stages, but you can also be queen on writing. So what would you say to inspire a young writer out there? What would you say?
I would say to don't be afraid
Hmm.
to write down things that you're embarrassed about,
Yeah,
things that have hurt you. Don't be afraid to let it out onto paper,
yeah.
because I find that it's been some of my most vulnerable moments
Hmm.
that people are able to connect with and resonate and learn from just reading what I've been through.
Yeah.
So my biggest takeaway would be like, don't be afraid to let it out. The things that you're scared to write about. I was scared to release the books
Hmm.
at first, each of them, because I'm like, wow, I'm really going deep into my own life and my story, but there's been so much benefits from it. So just don't be afraid to let out the bad stuff.
Okay, absolutely. That's definitely a great advice to those who do have to show, because by the way, like we usually say on this radio, we have the potential, we have the ways of showing our talent out there. That's why we're very happy to welcome someone like you who's been able to show some other skills, and now who's showing some other great skills, especially putting books together, sharing her experiences, and then motivating other people, and then trying to teach some lessons from your own experience. We're going to take a short break, a 30 seconds break, and then when we come back, probably we'll have to follow, try to find out ways to follow you, know how we can definitely be in contact with you. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to the promotion corner, Biz Talk on Kilimanjaro Radio. We're broadcasting live on KilimanjaroRadio.com, KMDRadio.com, on our tuning app, Kilimanjaro Radio, live right now on Facebook and on YouTube as well. You're listening to the Business Corner from our studio.
You don't judge me, it's okay. 'Cause we both know it's not right for us to do this on the side. You don't judge me, honestly. 'Cause we both know it's not right for us to do this on the side. I'll never, never, ever, ever have you. So let's keep it as real as we can. Anytime, any place when they call on me. Hey, I check me anytime that you want to. Even if it's once in a blue moon.
having you still connected on the best Afro radio station in North America. It's Kilimanjaro Radio broadcasting live from our studios here in Mississauga, 2425 Matheson Boulevard East in Mississauga. And then we do have our guest today. Her name is Shakkoi. And actually, you need some koi. You need some, right? So, and then she is showing up today. She's actually, promoting her two books right now, ladies and gentlemen. It's on promo on Kilimanjaro Radio as well, and on all our platforms. And we on the Biz Corner, the Biz Talk, the Promotion Corner. So, Shakkoi, so what's next? What's next now that you have your books there? Is it a great writing career that is starting right now, or what is going to happen from now on?
Yes, so next up, I'm really just interested in helping others express their talents.
Yeah.
So I've been helping people complete their books. I've been getting into editing as well as creating different spaces for people to not only, because my love is for writing and dance, I have a space called Poetry Fitness where we do different workshops for movement and different workshops for speaking just to get real conversations out. So I'm just glad that I'm able to use my poetry to get people into a different mindset.
Exactly. Great pleasure. I mean, it's definitely, those are the books, those are ways we need to go through now. I mean, that's the direction to take, making some more meaningful things, doing meaningful things now in our community, showing talent, never staying back with ideas, and then making sure that people actually discover what we're able to do. I mean, Shakkoi, thank you so much for being with us today. I mean, again, people can just go to your Instagram account, and they can just follow you. Say it again. People need to get those books.
My Instagram is need some koi, because you need some koi in your life. And I actually want to ask you to do one thing for me, Romeo, okay, before we go. Something quick for my Instagram. So a slogan that we have at Poetry Fitness is, we say, release the doubt and step out. Okay? So I'm going to say, release the doubt, and then you're going to say, and step out.
All right,
okay?
Let's go.
Perfect. 1, 2, 3. Release the doubt.
And step out.
Yes, thank you so much, Romeo, for having me in Kilimanjaro.
It's a great pleasure having you. Come back when you want. You're on your station, our radio. Thank you so much, Shakkoi, and have a great Saturday. Ladies and gentlemen, you go and get those books now. You would just be very surprised to get some great content in there. Very interesting. Shakkoi was in the house, and you will follow her. Go follow her. I promise you're not going to be deceived, because actually just the dance moves that you'll see there, oh my God, you're going to dance, and then you're going to read too. Thank you for tuning in today, and stay connected, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Romeo. I was with Shakkoi today on the Biz Corner. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Welcome to Biz Talk, the Promotion Corner, le carrefour commercial sur Radio Kilimanjaro. Samedi 11h, lundi 22h, heure de l'Est sur Radio Kilimanjaro.